I had this one that I wrote a while ago that I thought would be nice to do some music. It's not exactly about a cock, but you get the picture. From the feet up, it's called. He asked me to take my clothes off, and so I did. They were red, almost raw. He held them in his hands, caressing them gently, smoothly, making them become something erect, intense, sensitive. He brought his tongue to it, toe by toe, and began to explore their origins, licking them to full body, weight, and volume. His tongue like a hungry animal, becoming, blossoming, working his way up to my ankles, my calves, my thighs, a tender bite here and there, and some more tongue and some more sweat, and the heat was rising, and I was growing out of balance and falling into his tongue and its will, up and up and up, making passageways towards new dimensions of chill. He kept at it.
This is a poem titled, In Your Image. You spit your seed, propelling from within that which makes you stand in an instant of history which you've possessed, using weapons shaped to your image. Firm, erect, pointing your target of desire to rename, reshape, redefine, redirect all things with a hardened muscle of power. When your upright flesh reached its limits in the realm of senses, matter, nature, you imagined an alter ego to penetrate thought, and thus the firm instrument which you masturbate, reaching orgasms of words, caressing with eternal imprints the skin of our vision, our prayers, our need for gods, all christened with their surnames. Perfect copulation to multiply yourself inside our minds. With a satiated smile, you honored your creation with the first 3 letters of your name, which sternly grasped in your fist, defined as the universe in distorted reflections of being. But the pen, in your image, was easily seduced by her voice, her tongue, the skillful softness of her touch, now rendering defenseless to its new lover and master, sharing her desire to rename the world.
Woo.
Cocktails. Cocktails not for sale. Cabaret, cock parade, political, cockpolitical, hairy tales from certain tales of district of atomics, certain atomic. Speaking unrehearsed, get worse, feel better, complete, suicide letter, no name for fame, echo no mic, Lee Lane, neck game, never came. Never came. Cocktails not for sale! Coño, all these people here and all looking for cocktails, just not for sale. Not for sale! And God said, let there be light. And it was a light. Coño, done so bright. And God said, let there be another light. Do we have a second? Is it rising up from the melon? Are you entranced by the drunk Puerto Rican come here to dance? Julio will raise that. Then. In the beginning there was a cock. And before the beginning there was a clock. But the cock couldn't believe the clock came before the clock, and tried to stop the clock so the clock could tick-tock, before the clock, who had a clitoris, could learn how to understand count backward, all the way to the balls of the cock, who couldn't believe the clock, who talked before the beginning of the cock, not to be contested or arrested for indecent exposure, and so the cock ordered the clock to stop and strip for the cock in the beginning of the end of the misconception without erections, before the clouds wore lipstick and the raindrops wore high heels, to split the skull of the cock for thinking that the clock is a figment of this tick-tock imagination. Therefore the cock feared not the trial and tormenting tribulations of premature ejaculation in the middle of the conversation between the kings of kings and the queen of human kings that took before 7 and to 11 days to conceive, properly, naturally, conceptually, in the civil war between cock and clock. Not cunt, but clock, because cock couldn't rhyme with the cock, and tick-tock couldn't tick-tock, and of course the winner always loses to the country it has already become. Who the Lord saw was already no good, and said and swore it was good, true, misunderstand, but very good, and immediately before the cock, and immediately the clock in the ring to debate. Who is great, and who is greater, the cock or the clock of tick-tock? And the answer is no longer in the wind outside the window, where the circus is always leaving town, and history comes to the conclusion, if you have a cock, then in the beginning there was a cock. And if you have a clock, then it's only logical. In the beginning there was a cunt. That could cunt backwards, straightforward and affectionate. Señoras y señores, para ustedes, Reverendo Pedro Pietri.
You don't have sex with me, but I have sex with you.
Oh!
Was not so long ago. We screw and screw and screw. Stays on my pillow. Keep appearing since we don't screw. The first time we got down, satisfaction was found. We screwed and screwed and screwed and kept screwing around. Stays on my pillow. Keep your appearance since we don't screw. Sex is not a gadget. Sex is not a ploy. When you screw to screw, even if you are unemployed. If we can screw a glue, I wouldn't hesitate. I'll screw and screw with you, and wouldn't masturbate. Stays on my pillow. Keep appearing since we don't screw.
Men are the biggest liars that women have created. On the face of the history of the opposite sex. You know what I'm talking about, right, mommy? I hear you agreeing with that. You have that low guttural tone, oh yeah. Coño, if you could do that, I'll meet you after the show. Mira, es el pescado, esto es salchichón.
¿Qué salchichón?
Mira qué cosa.
¿Qué salchichón?
Ese salchichón grande.
¿Qué salchichón?
Salchichón de Julio.
¿Qué salchichón?
Que corre los caballos.
¿Qué salchichón?
Ese secretaria.
¿Qué salchichón?
El bichón tan grande.
¿Qué salchichón?
This commercial is brought to you by Pepe Pinga. At Pepe Pingas, we put the pinga in Pepe.
¿Qué salchichón?
Yo, man, serve everybody a beer. Qué cosa más grande. Men are the biggest liars that women have created on the face of the history of the opposite sex, of the almost perfect, imperfect, semi-sentimental planet known as Earth. In the book of the map of logic, not to be taken serious, where the true possibility of the deception of honesty is within thought distance of the window, no man or woman look out for fear of finding out how lies eventually become the truth. without proof for fear of dreams about how honesty is never the best policy. If you are a writer who saw the light at the end of the tunnel and without anticipation turned it off to see clearer how it ceased to matter if it was true or false, as long as something was said and something else is heard, that words weren't the liberty to express it just yet. Men lie even when there is nothing to lie about.
Honey, I'm so sorry I'm 3 days late now. I really wasn't cheating on you, baby. I swear. What happened was that a passenger got sick on the train between stations, and they had to call the medical response unit, baby. Well, that can take forever. Then when they arrived, they discovered he's wired with explosives. He was a terrorist, mi amor. Que miedo me dio. Then, of course, they had to call the bomb squad to defuse him. So they disconnect the bomb, take it away, and everyone in the car, also for questioning. Mommy, I was so scared, mi amor. The only thing that pulled me through was the thought of coming home to you, mi cielo, mi amorcito corazón.
Unbelievable, right? Wrong. In his mind, that is exactly what happened. Word for word, detail for detail, even if it didn't actually occur. It doesn't matter. What is false today is true tomorrow. Who said that? A man, of course. Yes. If it's true that when there's a sick passenger on the train stops moving to not get the sick passenger sicker, but it doesn't take an ambulance 3 days to get the sick dude, I mean passenger, unless the traffic is extremely crowded, to the point that it has come to an indefinite halt. And regardless of how loud the ambulance siren gets on the nerves of the frustrated, loud, hard, horn honking motorists, nothing is moving. And to make matters worse, spontaneous fistfights broke out. And people get hurt, but have no fear. The ambulance is here, unable to move with the rest of the traffic on the way to the aid of the sick passenger on the train. Yes, I guess it could take an ambulance that long to get there. If traffic conditions average that complicated in the congested frame of mind of the neon city that never sleeps, keeps track of the truth in the lies of the head games men play, which doesn't mean that women do not lie.
Women don't lie.
True, they lie too. About not believing the guy who told them, honey, I'm late because I forgot we have moved from Manhattan to the Bronx. Que puñeta, que jodienda, que chochienda.
I'd like to introduce the blind nun who will read for us, no interruption, the blind nun.
Yeah! Smells like fish, but it tastes like chicken.
This program will not be interrupted. To bring you a non-controversial commercial, sole purpose is to induce the consumer to sell salt of the brains for financial gains, to obtain erectile dysfunction of your dreams, and memorial service for the self-esteem. Staring at black walls in the afternoon, rocking back and forth on living ruins, antique rocking chairs to violate gravity, pretending everyone but you is experiencing the greatest of horrific American nightmare on TV you thought you were watching, which all the time was watching you watch. Seeing nothing, feeling like imaginary dignitary. For this reason, condoms aren't necessary. So you think as you order another drink from your wife, whose life you are making miserable ever since she stopped being your girlfriend and mistress in the bathroom, where you lost your head to find peace of mind.
The time has certainly changed from strange to the inedible, none of the above mentioned, on the space in between the invisible line where the blind have perfect vision all the time. Never mind comprehensible explanation with one track, no sense making lack of mind, making stops in purgatory where tragic stories of fame and glory and luxury nursing home for final moments of never-ending agony, alienated and constipated, secretly elated, not to having to pay exact fare to go anywhere. Last request is a vanilla-less ice cream cone, not a toothpick, because you definitely are in a slick, sick in the head, solitary, legendary artist who farted on opening closing night. Direct orders from Department of Mental Crisis, whose non-sectarian secretary warns the poet, as long as you keep your hands to yourself, to reach the promised land in the desert, during the sandstorm, dreaming about you, wondering, is there something with you? For paying attention to everything not heard. No life preserver can save you from drowning in the sea of tears, the other side of your cry during span of career that began by ending. Ready or not, you really have no choice but to stay sober as you grow older than you. On this program that will not be interrupted, to bring you a non-controversial commercial to make you feel good about being miserable, indivisible cockballs making the world outside your head going round and around on daily routine until we run out of steam? Yo, I don't think so.
Huele a pecado. Huele a pecado. Huele a pecado. Huele a pecado. Que huevo, que huevo. Huele a pecado. Que huevo. Huele a pecado. Huele a pecado.
So this is the last thing of the show. Are you all happy? Motherfucker. Oh no, but this is something that Budget wrote. I have nothing to do with this, but hey, I'm from the Bronx and I'll be going up there to smoke crack after this. On our way to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe today, I conducted an impromptu survey. On the way to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, I conducted an impromptu survey on our favorite nicknames that men prefer calling their cocks. I will read from the list of nicknames chosen. Are you ready? Someone say amen! Amen. Someone say amen! Someone say amen! Get the everybody say amen! Amen. I have issues. Big bird, big duck, big truck, big truck, big buck, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Promised Land, Czar, Supreme Commander, Julius Caesar, Captain Hook. Yo, motherfucker, I ain't got to that one yet. What are you, punching the praise line? Or praising the punchline? Boston Strangler, Emperor Pee-wee, Saint Slick Nick, Holy Ghost, El Most, Eternity, Infinity, Long Island, Big Deal. Thank you. You must be from Syosset. Big Deal, Big Meal, Lucifer, Crazy Horse, Pope, Penis. You know, it's the 25th anniversary of the Pope being in office. Y tú sabes que se chupó una monja sometime, man. Come on, don't be fucking me. I know all those priests be fucking nuns. Ooh, did we cross over the line? Big buck, big fuck, big motherfucker, big hope, Holy Ghost, most eternity, eternity, infinity, Long Island, big deal. I said that one already. Big meal, Lucifer, crazy horse, Pope, penis, Chango, Mambo, Mango, Hector, Lobo.
Ese sí que tenía una moronga así de grande. Ponme a gozar.
You knew him. Hector Lavoe, Napoleon, Solomon, King Kong, Godzilla, Chairman Mao. Wow! is a table of women. I have no glasses on, you know. Chairman Mao. Wow. Communists. Bubba, lover, brother, cyclone, tornado, hurricane, King George, King Harry, King Larry, King James, Shane. I'll be looking for you, Shane. That was a gay movie, wasn't it? Thank you. Shane, the Lone Ranger, El Cid, El Kid, Ground Zero, Binga, Moronga, que cosa más grande, que salchichón. That son of a bitch got jaws on his dick. Holy shit, look at that motherfucker, looks like a mushroom. Holy motherfucker, 14 inches of pressure. Look at this. This is what my career has come to. 8 years of college. Está cabrón. Ese salchichón.
I'm just going to sing one tune before they throw me the hell out of here. Cock first. I've got a little cold today, but... Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche, the last very night. Bésame, kiss my cock, my darling. Hold me tight and say you'll never stray. Don't look at that girl, don't look at that one. I never felt this jealous before. If you should run away, my heart would surely break, and I'll rip your cock in four. Bésame, bésame culo, ay, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, love me, my darling. This moment will slip away, my heart will break, if your cock is nowhere around. If it's nowhere